Hello and welcome to Game 3 of our D&D Beyond Anniversary Extravaganza, the God Squad.
Yes.
I am your silky smooth, incredibly merciful, low-key storyteller, B. Dave Walters. And while I would introduce you to our heroes, we don't have a lot of time, so we're going to introduce them here in a second because we're just going to get down in it. But on the off chance that you have not seen the other adventures that we had going on today, which were all remarkable and astonishing. Thank you, Lauren. Thank you, Todd. Thank you to all our magnificent players. And thank you all for watching and for your donations. We are, in fact, raising money for Extra Life. So you can make donations to this game, which is raising money for sick children, which is its own reward. But also, you can help me extract untold pain and suffering on these hapless heroes. I mean, I guess you could donate for things that are going to make things better for them. But I mean, is that really what any of us tuned in to see? If you're being honest with yourself in your heart of hearts, did you really show up to see things go well for them? So you have a couple of options that you can do here. Let me pull up my trusty list so I don't say it wrong. $25. You can gift a player or the DM a D6 so they can add it to any D20 roll. So basically, you give them inspiration, essentially, bardic inspiration. For $50, you can gift a player or the DM advantage, which is also important. For $200, you get to draw from the deck of many things, which, if you have seen this before and done this with me, the deck of many is just a gift that keeps on giving, really. If you're not familiar with it, all kinds of wonderful things can happen from the deck of many things. Maybe something bad, maybe something good. There's things like they could lose all their magic weapons. There's things where they could fight death itself. But there's also things where they could gain levels. They can gain wishes, and then they can use their wishes to do what they want. So if you want the deck of many to show up, that is within your power. And finally, for $300, a random boss monster appears. And you know what? I'll sweeten the pot, y'all. If you donate $300 to have a random boss monster appear, you can decide who the monster is. So you can have me do it, or you can do it yourself. In past games, we've had Tiamat appear. Tiamat's been an old friend of ours. We've had the Tarask appear. We had a Sararak riding a Draco Lich. That's a thing that has happened. So the sky is literally the limit. And hey, they're level 20. They can handle it. It's fine. It's fine. Yeah, it's fine. No, it's all good. So, but I do just want to say one other thing, though. I knew I just threw out a lot of numbers there, and a lot of times you might feel bad that you don't have the ability to spend hundreds of dollars or $20 or whatever. Literally, every single dollar counts. I mean, if you got $5, if you got $1, there's been plenty of times in my life I did not have an extra $5. But even if you can toss $1 or $2, it really does add up. It really does make a difference. And thank you so much for your support. That being said, we are going to dive into this now, but we are going to do this a little unusually. I am going to ask you to both introduce yourself, introduce your character, and tell us what they were doing on the day that they died. And I'm going to start with you, Dustin.
Hello, my name is Dustin Fletcher. I'm one of the co-DMs of D4, and today I am playing Velagar Corthalis, Knight of the Summer Court of the Feywild and personal consort to Queen Tiana herself. Well, the day I died, I was protecting her against an assassination, and I gave my life for my queen. That is where I am, at least what I thought was the last of my days.
Mark?
Hello, I'm Mark Meir, and my character
is Kaiservex, Cleric and Paladin of Bahamut, the Justice Maker, Angel of the Seven Heavens. On the day I died, I was facing Tiamat herself in the first level of the 9 hells. Facing off against her and my evil uncle, Korosevex. I have a very rich and varied backstory, I assure you.
Well, I officially know how Freely died, and it was doing everything in his power to save Korosevex when he was brought down. Yes. the artist formerly known as Jen Kretschner. And this is true. Two of us logged in and we're like, oh, I guess Jen couldn't make it. Who's this person that was here to take her place? Yeah. And we see her every week. Yeah. Okay. Mm-hmm. Yes, please.
The person who took my place is Dalton Nemersath. Dalton, I was directing a play, but Art is dead. And I fell off the stage. And then, so was I.
That is quite a height to kill a level 20 paladin. It was a play in the heavens.
It was a bad day.
I'm still ready to risk it all for her. I'm not going to pretend I'm not.
And last but certainly not least, Abria.
Hi, I'm Abria Iyengar, playing Vreedy of the Winter's Gale. I'm a watcher, and I was sealing the mortal realm against extraplanar threats, and the sheer power of the arcane weave destroyed me, scattering my body and soul across a million timelines, I think.
As you all, each of you in your own way, went into your end. Some of you went willingly and courageously in the sacrifice of things and people you love and in the service of your oaths that you had sworn. Some of you, through a comedy of errors, not realizing what lay ahead of you. But the one thing that you all knew for certain is in your storied lives of glorious adventure, of heroism in victory and also crushing defeat and often betrayal, you did not know that that day was your last. And as you find yourself moving through oblivion at first, not clear on up, down, left or right, not being able to feel your fingers or your toes, waiting for your god or your goddess to call out to you and reward you for your service, you float nowhere, just long enough to feel the slightest glimmer of doubt. Did you fail? Were you not the servant you were supposed to be? Did you not give all like you thought you could? And a flash of light blasts, and you are standing in a room with 8 columns and marble floors, in a high domed stone ceiling, in a chill in the air. And the only remarkable thing that you can see is against the wall is a large pair of balancing scales. And each of you lay eyes upon 3 strangers standing in the room with you.
What manner of place is this?
I believe the afterlife was different than this. Who are you?
I am Kaisavix.
You are totally evil.
No. I just sound evil.
Oh, well.
That was very judgmental. Who are you?
I am
Who are you?
Valagar Corthalis, Knight of the Summer Court.
I am Vreedy, and I have watched over your people for longer than you can imagine. Who are you?
Who? Me?
Yes.
Don't you know who I am?
No.
No.
Well, I am Dalton Nemersath, famed artist of the realms, director of plays, teller of stories.
Can I roll a history check to see if I recognize that name?
You absolutely can. You all can roll history checks because you all were storied adventurers in your own right. There is always a chance that any of you might have come across the names and legends of any of you. Although, Dalton, as you say this, you do hear a small voice say, "Oh, Dalton, I'm a big fan of your work." And out from behind a column, you see a tall halfling with red hair and green streaks in it peer around the corner, clutching a staff in his hand, looking warily at the 4 of you. And he's like, sorry for the sneakiness, but I assume none of you were the reason why I'm here?
No.
No.
The last thing I recall is falling in the service of my god, Bahamut, the Justice Maker.
Uh,
I was also falling in the service of my god.
Did you bring us here?
I didn't. What were those history checks like that you all rolled?
I pay no attention to anyone. History is dead. It's a lost art.
I got a 10.
10.
Oh my god, did we all roll the same
9.
nothing?
I rolled a 16.
Oh, okay.
I will just say, for those of you that aren't familiar, I only played with one house roll, and that is a 1 always fails and a 20 always succeeds, even on skill checks.
Respect.
No, as you guys are sort of like giving names out and things, you're like, like, I guess, with your 16, you believe that you have heard of a Vridi
Yes.
in the ranks, but the others, I mean, they seem to be competent, formidable in their own right, but their names and faces ring no bells.
Vridi in her thought has just gone incredibly still, but her like cloak and her hair seem to billow in this like very soft breeze that none of you can feel. Air Genasi.
Ah, Vridi. Yes, I think I have heard this name. Bahamut is, of course, Lord of the North Wind and an ally of the Air Elemental.
Praise be to another like-minded spirit.
But where are we? Do all of you remember falling in battle?
Yes.
Yeah.
We're not to be dead. I need to get back to my
yes,
team.
of course.
Then why have we not moved on? Surely Mount Celestia awaits.
And I don't know. And I am equipped with all of my gear, and I see you are as well. I figured
You all-
moving on to the afterlife.
You see the halfling sort of touches himself, and you see that he's got a clockwork mechanical hand when he does. And he says, well, those burn marks seem to be gone, but I was hoping in the afterlife I'd get my arm back. I'm Freely, by the way. I'm of nowhere in particular. Little of everywhere, I guess.
Greetings. I am Kaisavex of Waterdeep. What brought you here? How did you fall?
Well, I kind of have had a negative experience with mind flayers. And I didn't know if you knew this, but like when you look up at the stars, it's possible to go up there. There's like vessels that fly between like the planes and the planets. I had no idea. And apparently the place is just crawling with mind flayers. So I went up there, and they have like a vessel that was like this nearly the size of Waterdeep, and it needed to crash, and someone had to stay to make sure it did. So I was defending the helm, and I saw that everything started to get like really hot. I don't know why that was, as we were heading towards this planet, and then I was here.
A noble end, to be
Indeed.
sure.
Well, hopefully it's not the end. I'm sure my friends will bring me back. Or Curious brought me back to life lots of times. Okay. And he starts to walk around a little bit. And as an aside, word is we have hit our goal for the day of $5,000.
Yeah. I think
Thank
we
you
moved the
all.
goal
That
up.
is amazing.
I think we don't stop there. I think we
There it
keep
is.
going.
There it is. There it is. There it
Yeah.
is. There it is.
The end.
We did it!
There it is. Yay, we did it. Okay, we
Thank
won.
you, everybody.
Yay.
And they lived happily ever after.
Hooray!
This is a first. I haven't even set the adventure in motion yet, and we already have a few things that have happened. I will sprinkle these in intermittently here. The first thing is you, I've got advantage. Thank you, Internet.
No, internet. No, you did that wrong.
Why?
Dustin, you have already gotten a bardic inspiration, essentially. I have gotten a bardic inspiration. Again, thank you, Internet. And some things that I'm not going to quite share with you all yet. But one thing that has happened is we already have a drawing from the deck of many, which I will say choose at random. Fate has decided it will be you, Mr. Markmere. Kisavarix will roll. So, draw rather. So the way that I do these, let me make sure I took this out. I will shuffle and you just say when.
When?
Ooh. Let's see here. What hath fate blessed you with?
Or cursed. Or cursed.
Oh no.
Most likely the latter.
At
Seems
least I
like
got
it
some
went
role
really
playing.
well.
Kisavarix, you were not an overly materialistic being, would you say?
Oh
No.
no.
No. Bahamut does not hoard.
You feel a shudder go through you as the word of your glorious death spreads through your kingdom and lands, and your lands and holdings are beset upon by enemies who ransack your home and your keep and steal every single material possession you held dear. You have been struck by ruin.
Stop! No!
Oh no.
No. It is material goods only. Bahamut does not hoard, as I say. If my time is done, then these goods must be passed on where they may help most.
And you say that, you hear a thunderous voice, echoes from everywhere and nowhere all at once. Wise, friend reptile, wise. Perhaps your story is not yet done. And you all see in the chair a man materializes. He has a thick white beard and thick hair that blows wildly about him, even though he's sitting indoors. He is incredibly muscular, wearing the thinnest veneer of leather straps and barding around him. And he sits holding a large sword in one hand, and his other hand is simply a stump. His eyes are closed as he's tilted over like he's listening without looking at you, and a halo glows over his head. And all of you are immediately aware that you are in the presence of the great god Tyr, god of law and justice.
Oh, he totally hangs out with Bahamut. They're justice buddies. They are justice buddies.
I believe Bahamut hangs out with me, Paladin.
I will bow my head in respect to the god, and then
You see Freely sort of like tilts his head and looks at him for a second, and he's like, oh, Tyr, like the one Celeste is always going on about, like, oh, Tyr this, Tyr that. I mean, I apologize for all the things I said, because lots of times I was like, Tyr must not be that great, or why are you in Avernus? I feel...
Really? Perhaps maybe
Yeah.
we should just kneel.
Maybe don't. Yeah. And he does get down on one knee and sort of bows his head to him. And he's like, no, stand, mortals.
why have we been brought here, Justice Bringer?
Because we are clearly of high import.
Yes, weaver of song and story. I should speak first to let you know that in this place, my place, none may willingly speak falsehoods, and yet you have your own free will, so you may choose to simply not speak. Do you understand this?
Yes, Lord.
Reedy smiles, and then I would like to attempt to lie, just to see if it's true, because she's dumb.
What do you say?
She tries to say, I'm a servant of like the great gods of, and she wants to end it with fire.
The words just choke out where you're like, I am a servant of the...
Noted.
I realize mortals often can only learn the hard way, and dare I say, on occasion, so must gods. And he holds the stump up. And he's like, what does Vreedy look like?
Vreedy has like this sort of crystalline, like blue iridescent skin and short curly white hair that like drifts off of like her head. Once again, that like a strong sense of a person standing in strong winds, even though she's like very still and serene. She's probably like 6 feet tall, generally like well built, and has this like very delicate, crystalline looking scale mail across her.
And what does Dalton look like?
Dalton is a Triton, so she has slightly greenish skin with some gills on the side of her neck. And also there's a bit of almost dragon-like scales on her. They don't necessarily look aquatic, and they glint faintly with a sort of golden bronze color. But there's a bit of green around the edges of those as well. She has a short kind of androgynous haircut, and she is fairly short for a Triton. She wears a half plate and carries a gleaming sword and shield on her back.
Beautiful.
And also has an excellent scarf.
Right, yes. The divine
which she whips dramatically as she turns.
I want to make it. I want to help make it billow just a little bit, like.
Yeah.
I appreciate this.
Yeah. Freely also has a little bit of prestidigitation. You know, your hair and the scarf's all very dramatic.
The funniest thing is she can do it for herself, but she's going to let you do this.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Yeah.
You can do that work.
It's true. Yeah. No, it's weird when you do it. Yeah. It's like, you know, if you say something about you, but somebody else compliments you, like, no, I get it. Yeah. Right. What does Kazervex look like?
Kaiservex is a rather tall and broad dragonborn. He'd be even taller, but he's in a permanent sort of hunched position. He very much has the features of a black dragon, very skeletal, the sort of snaggly, spiky teeth, glowing eyes. He looks rather formidable and sinister, but he's wearing gleaming, actually, plate armor of gleaming, and his tabard with the symbol of Bahamut is meticulously kept. He also exudes a very sort of swampy odor of sort of rotting vegetation, and he counteracts that by using the censer in the head of his mace. He constantly has some dragon blood incense burning in that.
I love how delightfully extra you all are.
And, what is Kaiservex's shield?
Oh, and I should mention that the shield he's bearing looks very organic. In fact, it looks like a large platinum dragon scale.
Excellent. And what does Valagar look like?
Valagar is a high elf, long, white, almost silver hair. For an elf, he's very old. You actually start to see wrinkles coming in. He wears a green steel full plate and has a very elegant blade at his hip and a shield on his back. And very, 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 like, always a scowling, but still has that like air of nobility to him.
Freely looks like this old boy. The only difference is he looks a little older, but not much. And he is wearing a very similar outfit, except now he's got a gleaming white staff with him. And the hilt of the sword that hangs at his hip is jewel encrusted and glows faintly. That's true. Elves don't crack. That's true. As you all stand there, you see Tyr stands up and he says, all of you were glorious servants of the divinities in your own way, servants of legend and of repute, who I chose to offer one last chance to do something good before you pass on to whatever afterlife awaits you.
Very well.
Heroes, yes. I love it. Oftentimes, when mortals come before me, they bow and scrape and cry and snuffle. That is not what I wish. I wish for one such as you who stand straight. And he looks at you, Kaservik, such as it is, in the servants of the gods that you believe in. You have a choice. And when he holds his hands up, the scales that are behind him kind of tilt downward and very much start to glow like they are two portals. He motions to one of them and he says, "Here is a scourge of wind and sea that attacks and consumes and devours without reason. Soon it will bear down on a number of coastal villages, and the destruction will be untold unless you go forth and stop it. Or here." He holds his hand up in front of the other one. "Beings of pure rage and shadow that have escaped from an eternal prison will wreak untold destruction across entire worlds if they are not caught and restrained or destroyed. I put the choice before you, heroes, for mortals must do for themselves. Which do you choose? The aquatic, singular menace, or the duo that threaten the plains? Decide." And when he says decide, a wall appears and he's gone.
Oh.
Well, evil must be faced, yes?
And Valagar will turn towards Dalton and I assume that except our artistic friend here, I rather sink in the water, as I'm sure the rest of you do as well. I feel like aquatic is not our best line of defense.
For a moment, you see a moment of relief pass across Dalton's face.
Freely speaks up. He's like, "Well, I mean, he did say it was coastal. I mean, if it gets close enough, you know," and you go, boom, boom. And when he does do a little like, boom, a tiny little shower of sparks comes from the top of the staff. He's like, "I mean, it's all right. I fought underwater before."
Freely, before we make our choice, you mentioned wanting to have your arm back. I am a healer of some skill. Perhaps I could aid you.
Really?
Yes.
Oh, I mean, I've been with this thing so long, I never even thought I was going to get it back on in life. Huh. There is one little handy thing. And he goes, shing, and a sword pops out of it that glows. And he's like, "It's not without its own uses, though. Maybe if we make it through this, we'll revisit it."
Of course. The choice is yours.
I would keep the sword hand, but that's just me.
You know, I have literally grown kind of attached to it. It has come in handy.
There is fine
more than once.
Another choice faces
quite impressive.
us.
Yeah, no, this like weird dude named Avrin. You probably heard of him. He's kind of a jerk, but he makes good arms. Yeah.
Never heard of him.
Yeah, no, you're lucky. Don't say his name. Don't even say it again. I think if we say it 3 times, he appears. He told me that once, and I've only said it twice ever since.
Yes. I think we got a little sidetracked. It's kind of my fault.
No, but hey, I appreciate the offer. Yeah.
Not at all. But the other choice we face.
The
shadows.
Of rage.
The shadows.
Well, if there's one or there's two, I say we go the extra way.
They stand to cause havoc amongst many worlds.
Whereas the other one is only a single coastline.
Yes.
Coastlines are included in worlds. I think it's all encompassing. So the choice is clear.
I believe the choice has been made.
Very well. Let us face the shadows.
If we are to do this together, allow me to offer a bit of aid to some of us. And Valagar will draw his blade, and as it does, it actually glows with moonlight. And as he does, he cuts down, and as he cuts, a string of leaves forms and begins to swirl and attach themselves to Kaiser Vex, Freedy, and Dalton. And I cast Aid at 5th level, and your maximum hit points increase by 20.
Oh,
Thank you.
I feel good. Yeah. Also, that from donations, that will be advantage for Vreedy, by the way. Also, thank you, Internet. Yes, we do have one boss monster that is already in the mail, but please, yes, feel free to send a number of boss monsters. In fact, the person that so graciously donated left the choice up to me. Thank you very much. I am awful. But chat, if you want to discuss amongst them yourselves, if there's a consensus of who chat would like to see, I'm open to suggestions. I'm open to suggestions. As you all sort of seem like your mind is made, the wall vanishes and you see Tyr standing there again. And he says, so it seems your will is set upon the prisoners.
Yes. Let us face them.
Then go forth, heroes, in glory and strength. And he does just step back and he motions towards it.
Before we go, I get everyone close together and I go, energy, 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 and I cast Bless on all of us.
Which does what for the people that aren't familiar?
What level do I want to cast it at?
1,000,000.
You're like level 9 bless.
So Bless, let's go ahead and give that a level 3 Bless. So that Bless will get. Oh, I'm sorry. Actually, let's go. I don't need to go that high. I'll go level 2, which will add a D4. I'm sorry.
Get everybody?
A D4. It does get everyone. Add a D4 to the attack roll or the saving throw.
Hey,
Yeah.
bless for everybody. As you all sort of move through, you just see Freely just sort of looks at Tyr and says, all right, time to go to work. And he just sort of like strides forward like it's nothing and just goes through.
Valagar will try to be the first through, just to take
Nice.
the brunt of anything. He will draw his shield, and he already has a sword, but he'll don his shield. And,
It's like when you very much like mount up, he stops and he looks at you and he goes, oh, yeah, no, we might get hit. Yeah, no, please, after you. It's fine.
Kaiser Vex will go second. He'll cast Shield of Faith on himself before he steps through the portal.
He's like, and then he looks and he's like, yeah, after you, lady. I can be the rear guard. I mean, how do you guys want to do this?
Vreedy summons her steed, which is this massive like stag made of like wind and wispy cloud, and mounts it.
Look at this big old boy. Oh, wait, can I give him like, can I just give him like ear scritches? I don't know. Does he like ear scritches? Does he have ears? Are we just
The concept of a full. Yeah, he likes ear scritches. He like leans down.
Yeah, he very much is like,
Yeah.
but completely oblivious to the fact that you're about to go to war with evil gods. He's like, okay, all right, okay, yeah, cool. No, that's amazing. Dalton, after you, ma'am.
If we will be taking our rides, I summon my steed, which looks like a construct that glitters in the light, and I mount up as well. And then all of a sudden, I do a flourish, and there are 3 of me. I cast Mirror Image as well.
You guys are all so cool, man. It's just okay. All right, woo, here we go. Okay, all right. When you all go through, you come out on the other side, and you were standing by a bubbling stream. It looks very peaceful. There are trees growing that seem like pines. There is a crisp breeze blowing through the air, and you can see strange stars overhead, the make and outline of which don't immediately resonate in any of your minds. You've all traveled far, but you're not quite used to seeing this exact layout. But everything is peaceful and calm.
Right. Don't see much shadows. I will look around, and as I do, I'll actually reach in and I will pull out a small fruit that looks fresh, but as I bring it up to my mouth, it begins to rot and wither away, and he will eat it, and you'll see him cringe as I cast protection from poison on myself.
We have 2 D6s for Kizaverix. You've got double your bardic inspirations now.
Okay.
And we have 3 total monsters that will make an appearance at a dramatically appropriate moment because I already had my own monsters planned. But yes,
no.
other
Friends, right?
So-
They're just like
so-
It's gonna be good.
friends.
It's gonna be so
So-
good.
I
So
will I will sweeten the pot now because I like where your head's at, internet. Anyone that donates now, honestly, I'll even say those of you that have already donated since I yet to deploy them. If you want any of the monsters to be friendly and be here to help, you shouldn't do it. But yes, I will allow it in the spirit of extra life and raising money for the children. If you choose to summon allies for them, you can do that.
I'm gonna pull a CB. Yes, do it for the children. Help us.
Do it. I want to write a beholder. Send me a beholder, please.
On that
But
note,
it's
you do notice that Dalton has a strange cap on it with some eyes sticking out in different places. It's like it's a woven wire and crystal headpiece.
I was going to
It
say
does vaguely resemble said creature.
Huh.
I was gonna say writing a beholder just seems impractical for the record, but yes, please, Kizaverix.
I'm going to use one of my uses of divine sense, just to see
Okay.
if I can get a feel for any massive sources of evil, celestial, fiends, fae, undead, etc.
Mm-hmm. This forest, which looks peaceful and idyllic, is absolutely crawling with all of the above. And there are 2 sources of incredibly intense evil just across the pond in the forest.
Oh, beware, comrades. There is evil about. This way.
I will also burn a divine sense to get that feeling and know which way to go. And
Mm-hmm. There are all manners of things in here. You hold on, let me just read something real quick here of what something else that you might be able to detect.
Celestials, fiends, undead.
You detect all 3 of those, celestials, fiends, and undead. Also, you detect this entire area is under the effect of the Hallow spell, which is strange because it should be gross and terrible, and it actually looks, when you're looking at it, very nice. Now, I believe one of you is in possession of True Sight. Is that automatic?
No, it's a special action.
Right. Well, you are aware of the fact, both of you that have activated your divine sense, that you're in incredibly unhallowed ground, even though it looks anything but. It looks calm and serene.
For what it is worth, you all sense the glory of my presence, and you are under my aura of protection, which gives a +5 to all saving throws, and also an aura of warding, which means that if you stay within 10 feet of me, you have resistance to damage from spells.
Ooh.
Nice.
I will. You
Everyone's
all keep track of
immune to
that.
God, there's so many of these.
I know.
Yeah, no, a lot of things. Like, you all are a Venn diagram of mysticism right now. You know.
Yeah.
I will actually cast True Seeing
Ooh. Okay.
because there's dichotomy between what I'm sensing and what I'm seeing. So I'm just going to try to cast True Seeing.
Excellent.
And sorry, while we're doing auras really quick, you all are under my aura of alertness, and it goes out to 30 feet around me. So you have bonus to initiative. So that'll come up when it's important. But y'all feel like, just like that first hit of caffeine, like, ooh, I can see through time. Let's go.
You all, I will tell you in just a second what you see, Kizavarix, but you all hear from across the way, presumably you all shared your senses, in the direction of the horrific evil. You hear, "Oh, hello. Oh, new visitors. Hello, hello, hello. Please, you're early. I didn't think the conclave was going to get started for a little while yet."
Your voice pains me. Tell me what you mean.
Conclave.
That is a very rude thing to say to a stranger. And
Well,
out
it's
of
clear
the
you've had
woods,
no vocal training.
you see a hunched, very grandmotherly looking old woman. She's got a bundle of sticks on her back that looks like someone who's lived out here for a very long time. She's got rough spun clothing, sort of like very faint hide on it, and bags clang and jangle around her hips as she sort of walks. And there is a large caribou walking behind her that also is laden with bags.
So using my divine sense and true sight, am I getting the sense? So is she celestial fiend, fae, or undead?
Hold on one second here. Both of them are incredibly powerful fiends.
Great.
Oh,
And what does the true sight reveal about her actual form?
I'm going to tell you in just a second because I'm trying not to spoil it. But yes, you super see it already. Yeah, she very much is like, I didn't even know that you'd been invited, but there's a seat at the table for everyone. And she kind of is making her way out into the clearing. And you see the caribou sort of walks along, looking at nothing in particular. Every time she stops more than an eighth of a second, it leans down and just munches some grass. But it's a big caribou, though. It's probably 1,200 pounds.
It's not about the size of the deer thing. I just pet mine.
I
Yes,
would like to use my senses as well to be aware of what we are dealing with.
I will say all of you being in possession of divine sense realize the two of them are horrifically evil fiends.
Oh,
and you notice as Freely's looking at it, just the sword just slides out of his robot. He doesn't do anything, but the construct arm just goes and he doesn't say anything.
Right.
And so how far away are these two?
You know what? Here is what I'm going to do, Kizavarix. Through the wonder of technology, I'm going to tell you privately what you see.
Okay, that'll be in the Zoom chat.
Oh, please. Yeah, accidentally tell us to all of us.
Yes. Send that to everyone. No.
Oh, you're going to find out soon. You just don't know yet.
Oopsie.
There we go. There you go.
So are we just all using our divine sense?
Yeah.
It's a bit much.
That
just a
really
room full of paladins.
It didn't even I didn't even have to think too much about that when it was just in my nose holes, you know?
Yeah, I feel that.
I spent a lifetime dealing with the Fae. I don't trust anyone.
X is going to step forward on the path and say,
Enough, fiend. I see you for what you are.
And he casts banishment at 5th level, affecting both of them.
What is the save that they need to beat?
This will be DC 19. I believe it's a wisdom save. Yes, wisdom save. No, sorry, charisma save.
They look at each other and she goes, "Oh, I assure you that we..." And they both just vanish.
Is there a popping sound to indicate they have gone to a plane where they belong permanently?
Everything ripples for a second, and you see as they force their way back and the grandmotherly facade fades, and she turns into a swirling conglomeration of mist and shadow with glowing eyes and a vaguely feminine form. And the caribou falls away into a huge techno-organic centaur-like creature. And she says, "Oh, heroes, they're so predictable. Fine, I shall dispense with the farce. You all may leave before our business begins, or you may be destroyed."
Or you might leave, and I use my channel divinity, turn the faithless. I
What
pull
are
out
they?
my holy symbol, and they need to make a wisdom 19 save.
All right, hold on. Let me see what their bonuses are that are significant. What do you say to them when you turn to try and turn them?
I told you needed voice lessons.
Both of them sort of like cover their eyes for a second when you do this, as they like slide backwards slightly, and you see the other one goes, "Desolation it is." Roll initiative, everybody.
All right.
Everyone gets a +5 to their initiative.
Hey.
Yeah, we love to
always
see
nice.
it.
Also, through the wonders of technology, I'm going to send you all in our group chat, not Zoom, a picture of what they look like, because it's difficult to send files via Zoom. Go.
That's a natural 20.
Hey, all right.
Hey, natural 20.
So, yeah.
All right. Let's see. Hey, wait, are we doing that, Will? I just learned from our production overlords, like on most of our D&D Beyond shows, when someone rolls a natural 20, we will give a legendary bundle to someone in chat. So I'm sure our mod overlords will be telling you right now what you need to enter in the chat to win. So hey, there you go, legendary bundle for somebody.
I'm in chat. Can I have it?
Here's the problem. The contest is not available to D&D Beyond employees or their immediate family members.
I just wanted you to do the legal use. It was great.
Right. That's I've also got levels in legalese here, you know?
Yeah, in legalese, I like it.
Yep.
All right, so that is 27, 21, 22, and 22. Oh, wait, I got what did so got Valgar, Delrin. I'm missing.
Oh, I didn't write mine, sorry.
Brady.
22.
Yep. All right. I appreciate you guys like don't know each other and everybody's like simultaneously just like rock at the same time. So
this is what we do.
Yeah.
This is true.
This is our jam.
Here is how we're going to do this. Even though those of you that tied, I will let you declare in the order of your dexterity, but the effects will actually resolve simultaneously. So even if you were to attack and maybe strike someone dead, they still will get their reaction because it still all happened at once, basically.
Yeah.
And also vice versa.
I defer to the honorable Black Dragon.
So
go before
sorry. So let me see here. Even though I have it all written there in front of me, I'm still like, I need to do. So that was all three. Wait, did all three of you get 22s?
I got 21.
Okay.
I got
all right.
22.
All right. So if she's going to let Kiz go first, okay. And then
Let's go Kaiser Vex.
I rolled really, really well, and I still went last amongst the party.
I got excited when the puppet laughed.
If it makes you wait, hang on. Let me double check if you did. Hang on a second. I was like, if it makes you feel any better, you beat Freely, but you may or may not have. He's got a pretty good initiative.
Freely also has a +5 to his initiative. Don't forget.
Oh, then yeah, no, he's actually going second. Never mind. Yeah.
Never mind. I just scoop him right out of that.
I'm just
True. Yeah. That's
blessings on a 21, and we're like, you're dead ass last. What do you even do?
I mean, if it makes you feel any better, you guys are all before the monsters. That's got to be important.
I'm 29. I forgot to add the bless.
Well, I forgot to add the bless too. Oh yeah, forgot to add the bless also. Wait, everybody can roll the bless too.
It saves and
saves.
Oh yeah, it's not initiative.
Yeah, no, never mind.
We
didn't forget to add it.
Yeah, no, there is a different power that gives a bonus to it.
It guides you.
Yeah, temporal something. But I digress. First up, as you all basically erupt into motion at first, is Doll. What does
Dalton takes her sword and her shield, and she sprints in she will use Green Flame Blade.
Nice.
So the attack will hit one and then bounce to the other. And you see that sort of her scales glow a bit as she does this attack. So, let's see what I do. On top of this, she swings her sword with a plus 11. That is a 14 on the first attack.
A 14 is not enough. Also, are you going after the Woman of Shadow or the
I will go
Rage?
I will go after the Woman of Shadow first.
Okay.
The second attack is a 22 to hit.
Let me double check. That is enough to hit her.
Okay. So she gets D8 is 13.
And I will just say, because science, they are in fact both fiends. So I know many of your abilities act differently against fiends. They're both fiends.
See that?
18 plus.
Also, I'm just gonna go ahead and say sorry, not sorry for what's about to happen.
No, what are you doing? No, Dave,
It's a hey,
no.
I didn't do this. Chat did this.
It's 26 points of damage on that hit.
Okay.
Sorry, it's 20. Yes, 26 points of damage on the hit. Plus, on the second creature, there is an additional.
So it's probably 3d8 plus 3, pending your level.
Plus another 5 because of what I am and what I do.
So what is that?
That's
3d8 plus
19 points of damage from the flame that bounces to the other creature.
Are you going to smite?
No, not yet.
Oh, alrighty.
Are you even a paladin? If you don't smite?
You know what? Let's kick it off.
But say, don't now even paladin, bro.
Yes, you know what? No.
Don't let me pressure you. I just say dumb things.
Not yet. I think I want to save that for.
It's not dumb when it's true, but yes, okay. Yeah, for a dramatically appropriate
like to save
moment.
It for a dramatic. Oh, there's actually more damage.
Yes.
Because I have a.
Yes, level 20 is a lot. Take your time. Sorry, chat.
long sort of life stealing.
Chat. One. Level 20 is a lot, especially when you make a character at level 20. Just when you scroll through D&D Beyond, it's just like pages
it's
of
it helps so much, but it also is a lot.
Yeah, it's a lot. So no pressure. No pressure.
I did not roll a 20, so that does not trigger.
Alrighty. You all see, after you do this, hold on. Let's see. Freely just steps forward and points his staff down and steps on the end of it and goes, and a bolt of lightning arcs out towards both of them, smashing both of them dead on. And you hear the electricity go off in all directions around both of them as they scream and yell. And he just points at the shadowy one and says, yeah, okay, it's gonna be me and you now, and puts his Hexblade curse on her. When he does, are any of you concentrating on spells currently?
Yeah.
No.
I have to bless up.
She looks at you, Kisavarix, and you just hear her whispering in your ear, maddening things that make no sense. Give me a wisdom save.
Is this a spell? You are resistant to spells, and you have +5 to your saves.
It is not a spell. It is a legendary action.
Fair enough.
So I still get the +5 to my saves.
+5 plus the bless.
It would be plus if you don't already have +5 from your aura, because our auras don't stack. It's just whatever the higher one is would take over.
No, that's the +5 is higher than my own aura, so I will.
So it would whatever that extra is, because it should already be added into D&D Beyond. So if you're like +3, you should get an additional +2. If that makes sense.
Yeah, I got that. And hold on.
Trying to help.
No, thank you for it. Again, it is a lot to keep track of.
So that is an additional +3. So I have made it at 30, and that's without using the bless.
Oh my god.
I'll use the and what the hell? I'll use the bless.
Yeah,
Might
it's
as well.
I've got a D. That's a D4, isn't it?
yes, D4.
My favorite die.
You hear this like whispering, just madness in you, but you very much are able to just kind of like focus and block it out. It's just
yeah. That roll was in total a 34.
Got it. Again, level 20, y'all.
Yeah. So Kaiser Vex, just as he hears this whispering, just goes, fake news.
Vreedy, also give me a wisdom save.
Ooh, yeah, let's do it. Cool.
And remember all your bonuses and accoutrement.
There's so much stuff.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
A lot happens.
Plus a D4. I don't know what a D4 looks like. Plus a million, 5 more. 32.
Let me see.
That's a natural 17 plus a million things. I just stopped doing that.
I take that back. Sorry. All of you make wisdom saves, including you again, because I mean that you can still keep that wisdom save, but the effect is not targeted. It's all of y'all. It's all of y'all.
Is it a fear effect or frightening effect?
It is not.
Okay. Is it a charm effect?
It is not.
God bless us being paladins. Like, is it a list?
It is almost like I was prepared for your tomfoolery. Yes.
Is it a disease? Is it the poison? No, all right, moving on. Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think I have an aura for this. Hold on.
Yep.
True. You're like, there's an aura for that.
Yeah. I gotta do math. I am #blessed. And I'm going to use one of my D6s. Thank you, chat.
How much from the aura is there? Okay. All right. Cool.
27.
27. Okay.
Mm-hmm.
25.
25. And another one for you, Kazirix.
An additional wisdom save.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. You were targeted with a thing, and then an AoE thing went off. Oh, no.
Oh, you said it's not a spell.
Mm-mm.
I want it to be a spell, though.
Mm-hmm.
Dave.
26.
Mm-hmm.
Everybody but Freely passes. However, that is still bad. So, okay, hold on a second. Well, this actually might not be all terrible. Valgar.
Yep.
He turns and looks at you, and you just see bright red madness flash into his eyes. And he draws his short sword from his scabbard, and it erupts into red flames. And he smites you for a lot. And the moment he does it, he kind of lands on the ground and is like, I'm sorry. But it is going to hit pretty hard when he does it.
Okay.
Really, what the hell?
He's like, she just made me so mad. I'm sorry. Hold on a second here. And you see he is like breathing heavily, and you can see like his eyes are wide when he does it. He's like, I don't know, he just brought something out of me. And you see the other one, the centaur-like creature, is like, yes, give in to your rage. It will make you powerful. Let me give you that damage.
I'm sorry, does this look like an all barbarian game to you?
It doesn't not look like an all barbarian game.
That's next. It's not, but it would be awesome for us.
You are not a fiend or undead. Cool. Let me just do this real quick. The challenge
level 20 is a lot.
Yeah,
it's fun though.
It's so fun
forever.
Yeah, just keep going.
The problem is he got a natural 20 on that attack roll. So this is this is gonna hurt a little bit, but that's all right.
It is gonna hurt. But you know what?
But hey, that's a good thing for the sake of a legendary bundle.
I will take that for a legendary bundle giveaway.
Hey. You didn't suffer for nothing. Well, the good news is it's only a melee and a smite. None of the other accoutrement he can do.
Good.
Because I am not a monster. You know what? Yeah, I am. Let's go ahead and do it monstrous. Hang on. Let's go ahead and
I hate it.
yeah, put this all in here.
Just give it to me.
Oh, Freely. Freely's going to be in so much trouble.
It's gonna.
Yeah, I said I was sorry. Hold on. Let me just make sure that he can do what I think he can do. Yep. Okay. Ooh. He hits you for 100 points even.
Holy shit!
You see light flash and flames and electricity. And then he lands and he just looks at you and he goes, oh no.
So,
Well,
flavor text it a little bit.
Let me give you the 3 sources of damage in case you have any sort of mitigation. I don't think you do, but you might. That was melee, divine smite, and eldritch smite.
Yeah, no, I'm
okay.
I'm only resistant to poison right now, so I have no other resistances.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm gonna say that Freely actually turns to, I'd say, one of the others, and you actually watch as Valagar puts himself in between the other person and takes the hit dead on from Freely. As he hits it, he just takes a step back and just looks up, and as Freely comes back, he just goes, he nods, and then looks past him at the creatures who did it.
I'm so sorry. Oh my god, I'm so sorry. And then it is actually Freely's turn at this point, which he does not take too kindly to what just happened to him. And he proceeds to leap across the waters, and you see this time the sword erupts into green flames, and he smashes down on the woman made out of shadow. And I will roll his damage separate law over here because after him, it is your turn, Kiz.
Very well. I am going to unleash a guiding bolt, I think.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm going to cast it at, why not? Let's cast it at 8th level.
Yeah.
Why not?
Mm-hmm.
Mm-hmm.
We have so many levels. So many
It's
levels to spend.
There's so many. There are
I
really
will
so
say,
many.
you all see when he jumps across and hits her, the light, the green light goes off, but the red light does not.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
But he does hit her pretty freaking hard because this is what my lucky boy does.
And I get to add a D6 to this attack as well, yes?
Yes. Wait, for what?
For an attack roll.
Yes. Yeah.
Bardic inspiration, I could use that.
Yes,
Okay.
yes, of course you can.
Right, thank you. And so that will be a total of...
And don't forget your bless.
Oh, does that stack with the bless?
It should.
Yes,
to
for an
hit
attack
one to
roll,
hit.
it does.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, you get a +4 or a D4.
All of you, thank you, chat. All of you have been gifted 2 more bardic inspirations.
Okay.
And since this is going to be insane, I will also say you can use more than 1 per roll if you like, because it's a different mechanic. So if you want to stack up your D6s, you can use them for attack or damage. Yeah.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. All right.
Wild.
So with all of that taken into account, and my plus 11, that will be a total of 34 to hit on the guiding bolt.
That is enough. Are you 1 target or 2?
I believe it is 1 target, a guiding bolt at that.
Oh.
Yeah, guiding bolt's one target no matter what. And so
when you go to cast it, she just looks at you and her eyes flash and it dissipates.
Interesting. Okay. I will use my bonus action to consider that.
Mortals, you have no idea what your gods have led you into, but I believe it is time that you find out. And when she says that, to the east, you see flames erupt out of the woods. And you see a gargantuan, pig-headed demon comes stepping out of it. and looks around, and his wings flare outwards, and he goes, "What's this?" Into the east, you see, or to the west rather, another portal open up, and you see what looks like a solar angel that has been set on fire and burned thoroughly. It says, "What manner of offense is this? I didn't come to trifle with mortals." Into the south, behind you, you all hear, and out of the woods, a colossal construct begins to stand up and says, "Analysis concludes that these mortals pose no threat. They will be destroyed for the glory of the Modrons. All hail the Modrons. All hail the Modrons. All hail the Modrons." And Orcus, Zariel, and a colossal warforged construct have all entered into the event.
So we just let Orcus and Zariel duke it out.
Cool, yeah. Just...
No, they super beef with each other. That is not because both of them are like, yeah.
Y'all deal with that. We're gonna deal with this.
No, diplomacy. Diplomacy could succeed here. They are both intelligent and do not get along, but they are all here, and they have entered into the initiative track. Vreedy, it is your turn.
Cool. Tight. So this happens, and Vreedy sort of steps forward and puts her finger out, and she snaps. And I'm going to use my level 20 ability, Mortal Bulwark. So I've got true sight in 120 feet in any direction, and advantage on attack rolls against elementals, fae, fiends, and aberrations. And just some real fun stuff that's going to trigger as I walk forward. And the mouthy one, the old lady, we're going to do a hit. We're going to do a hit on her. I don't like a mouthy bitch. There, I said it. I don't know if I can say that, but I did. And I stand by it.
You know, it's for the children, though. It's fine. One thing I didn't say, because of Eric's, what you recognize with your true sight, you saw this all along. I just didn't say it. Mm-hmm. This whole place is under a very just advanced illusion. It is awful. It is rotting and stagnant. This pure babbling brook is just sulfuric and gross. And the sky overhead are crackling with red energy. And off in the distance, it's difficult to say, you see a gigantic tower rising out of a mountain. You are not sure where you are, but it very much is not the place they want to make it look like.
Mm-hmm. Question: so both times that I've used magic on the old woman, both the banishment and the guiding bolt, she just essentially negated the spell. Yes.
I will give you an Arcana check.
Very well. I'm not great at that, but let's see. I can add a D6 to it though.
You are a story. You can add a D6 and a D4. You still got the guidance up.
That's right.
You are a storied adventurer. There is a possibility that you might know some things.
Okay, and adding the D6. D6 and a D4, you say.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead and roll, by the way, Vreedy. Feel free to roll your attack.
I'm doing all of that right now. Yeah. This takes time.
And it was Arcana, yes?
Yes.
Okay, so I'll be adding a total of 6 to 18, 24.
You are aware of two things. That many powerful foes have what are colloquially referred to as legendary resistances, the ability to just shrug off magic if they just feel like it. You also are aware that many powerful sorcerers are capable of simply negating other people's magic, countering their spells in a manner of speaking.
Okay, and do I have a hint of which of these she might be leaning towards?
With a 24. Yeah. With a 24, I would say you think originally they just resisted your banishment. Both of them did it. And the second time, she just counterspelled you. With that much, I would also say you realize that can only be done so many times back to back.
However, the first time when they resisted, I'm not getting the impression that they're native to this plane, right? Like, because they should have gone to a demi-plane anyway. That was them just...
Yeah, the spell just did not succeed.
Okay, cool. Thank you.
Yes, roll it there.
Okay, so does a 19 hit?
It does not.
Okay, does a 28 hit?
A 28 does.
Okay.
As you come and swing the first time, she just like dissipates into shadow, and it's like, oh, my poor girl, I should play him.
And I come up, I pull out this massive glaive, and I miss with the swing down, but strike through on the way back up. And I need her to make a charisma saving throw against a 19.
She does not succeed.
She's gonna get magically banished to her native plane of existence. Mortal bulwark.
Does that cast the banishment spell, or it just does? It that
doesn't.
To her?
It's just what I do as a level 20 paladin. Hi.
Hold on a second. Let me read all of her exactly what she's got here. Let's see, because she does not want that to happen.
Of course not. I'm going to copy the text.
But we didn't want her to be here with her obnoxious voice attacking our friend.
Yeah. Also, true. Watchers are big banish babies, so that's what? That's the thing we do. It's just a nope, if you will.
Couple of things. What is it that she needed to pass?
It's a charisma save against a 19.
Okay, she actually has advantage on such things, and on her second roll, she did in fact pass.
How dare!
So you see her ripple for a second, zzz. But you do the whatever damage you were going to inflict.
Yeah,
with the attack.
So that's going to be 28 points of damage then.
Okay, perfect. Anything else?
No.
And Valgar, it is your turn.
Okay. I am going to move towards, I'm going to kind of look back towards the gods that just showed up, the archdevils and archfiends, and just kind of look at that and one problem at a time. I'm going to move up in between the two. I'm going to focus on the centaur mechanical centaur one. And as I move up,
I will say, as you get closer to it, you realize there is a cloud of swords and blades just whirling around it.
Cool. Sounds good. I'm still going to move up on it. As it to me poses a bigger physical threat, and let the other people deal with the weird, shadowy, cloaked one. And I will, as I move up, I will cast Shield of Faith as a bonus action. The glow from my sword washes over my body and coats my body as I activate the defender property of my sword. My armor class is now at 28.
Also, I have put in our group chat what it is that you're up against.
Okay,
a variety of delightful friends.
Yep. So many good friends. So many good friends. And then I'm gonna attack this thing twice.
Okay.
I have an advantage from the donations. I'm gonna go ahead and use that.
Hey. Okay.
And that is a 23. Oh, hold on. Wait. 27.
That is enough to hit it.
Okay. It is. This is where I'm not all that great. It is gonna take 6 points of magical slashing damage.
Every little bit counts.
Every little bit counts. And my second attack is a natural 20.
Hey, are you going to smite off of this?
I am going to do a few things.
Put a smite on it.
I am going to...
If you like it, then you should have put a smite on it.
I am going to... Let me go to my spells. I'm going to burn a 5th level smite. And then I'm going to burn a 4th level Blessings of the Court, as I am a Fey Wanderer Ranger, and that allows me to add an additional 3d6 psychic damage to to this. So there's a whole lot. So 7. So 14.
I like Abria's face when she saw the pictures there. Yeah. All hail the Modrons. All hail the Modrons.
Super chill, guys. This is great. This is fun.
It's gonna be great.
Hey, I gave them a chance to decide. Okay.
Oh yeah, this is gonna be good. This is easy. This is easy.
GG easy.
Is that a
This
dragon?
fun.
This is relevant for me. Is that a dragon we're looking at?
No, that is the second one with the
The
sword.
second one down.
No, it is a fiend. It still classifies as a fiend. It's just a weird fiendish thing.
114 points of damage.
Whew. Yes.
That is a mixture of magical slashing, radiant, and psychic.
Nice.
Yeah. You see, as you like run over and blast that guy, Freely, who's like still next to you, kind of in melee range, is like, oh yeah, okay, yeah, that's pretty impressive, buddy. Okay, 114, you say?
114. Yep.
My goodness.
You do see that you. Oh yeah. No, I did keep track. You do see that you have blasted a gigantic chunk out of this. For the sake of you watching along at home, I will tell you that who they are fighting is Rak Tulkesh and Sol Katesh. The easiest way to find these creatures is go into D&D Beyond, Monsters by CR, go up to CR 30, and then just start coming down from there, and you'll sort of find the cast of characters that are all here now. At least it's just for the pictures. Just for the pictures. It's fine.
You say enemies. I say this is the dopest dating sim I've ever been a part of.
Yeah.
Also, don't know bodies, tell them they're stat blocks. No spoilers. Okay. All right, that is a cataclysmic blow that you have struck against him. Now it is all of their turns.
Good.
So let's see.
Fine. It's gonna be great.
This is fine, and I just had a really good day today. So when I get obliterated into just a breeze,
Hey, we already
I had a good
died.
time.
Like this is just
That's true.
bonus.
This
We're
is
already
bonus.
dead. So I mean,
This was already the end. Yeah,
That's
like,
fair.
You've just gone to Valhalla. You know, you've gone.
Death comes to all of us, so I'll embrace it.
5 gods. It'll be fine.
Yep,
y'all, we could have had a beach episode. We didn't choose it, and that's on us.
You have all died and gone to Stovacor.
Have
And hey,
you ever
there's a
Have you ever
body
heard
of water.
the phrase "You can never go home again"?
Hey,
ooh.
there is a body of water. It's not a beach episode. You know,
It's probably also a monster.
oh, that's true. There's no guarantee the water is not literally literally lava.
That's okay too.
You see, she holds up a staff that has a glowing sphere on top, and she taps it. And out of the sky, you all see black orbs.
Is that a spell?
That start descending. Let me see.
Please let it be a spell. God, let us do something.
It is not. It is just an ability.
Awesome.
Yep. All of you make dexterity saves.
Dex saves, eh?
You have
Oh,
Dex
terrible.
saves.
Bless.
As
Bless,
these
bless,
4
bless.
orbs come.
That's a D6 that we get for that, yeah?
It was
Mhm.
my time for a natural 20.
Hey.
Nice.
Hold on. Let me just check something real quick. Let's see how bad are we gonna make this, chat? You guys tell me how bad are we going merciful or not merciful? I feel like I know the cut of your jibs. I feel
You
like
could
I
be
know.
nice. Y'all
Right.
could be nice.
Mercy is a kindness.
It's you know, I'm letting you guys sort of decide. It's cool.
Have I told chat how
I see mercy. I see a lot of mercy. No,
I see, you know,
bring the mercy.
even-
It's for the
even-
kids.
Even in the no mercy, the mercy is in the word, so it's more mercies.
There you
There's
go.
mercy outweighs.
I was saying boo
Facts are
words.
facts.
Right.
I was
Right. You know what? I'm going to split the difference. First of all, here's how we're gonna do this. We're gonna let fate decide. Valgar, you give me 1 total save.
Okay.
You, Vreedy, give me 1 total save.
Can I use my last one? That was a natural 20, please?
Yeah.
Cool, thank you.
No, that one applies. Dalton, give me 2.
Dex
And
both or
2 deck saves. And Kiz, give me 1 also.
Yeah, you're sure this isn't a spell?
100%.
Cool.
Mm-hmm. 22. Okay.
I got a 25.
25.
20.
Oh wait, and I get to add my bless in this as well.
Yes,
right?
100%.
Good call.
Are hashtag.
And this is a magical effect too, right?
It is, and the damage will be force damage if that's relevant. It is not a spell, but it is an effect.
I do believe. If I can find
That takes me up to 26.
Okay.
Oh yeah, no, it's not against magical effects. Okay.
Okay.
So 23 on one
Mm-hmm.
and 19 on the other.
So 26 is the number you needed.
Okay.
Ooh. Okay.
These spheres come down and they hit the ground and just blam. It's like shadows in death radiate in 40 feet around them, swirling. And you see the illusion break around them. Even those of you without true seeing inside of these globes can see what it's really like here as the illusion fights along the edges to force its way in. You, Dalton, as you try to duck out of one, inadvertently step in the path of a second one. So you take 71 points of force damage twice.
No.
So 142, not counting whatever mitigation you might have for force. Those of you that failed take 71. And you take 0, Vreedy, because that's the way I roll natural 20s. You just yeet yourself out of the way. And Kizverix, you take 35. However, you notice that once they descend there, yes.
I can use an arcane deflection as a which is an ability I have that will pop that 23 up high enough that I'll save on it.
Perfect. Yep. Then you take 35 on one and 71 on the one that was like a 19 or whatever. Okay. But you notice once they go off, they stay there. Like stable domes remain in 40 feet around each one of these spheres in all directions. Two of which overlap at one point. Then you all sorts of terrible stuff. Okay. Then Raktal Kesh is going to just try and fight with you, who got all up in his grill, Valgar. And he is just, you notice his top 2 hands grab swords that are flying around him, and his bottom 2, like centaur-like claws, all come up and slash at you.
Armor class is 28.
He rolled pretty poorly. He has a not insignificant plus, but he rolled fairly badly. All right. You see he cling, 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 and one of the claws gets through.
Okay.
And rakes across you for 28 points of force damage.
Got it.
But you see he very much like coming towards you. You see the construct just stands there and says, "All hail the Modrons, all hail the Modrons, all hail the Modrons."
We need to get you a better script.
And you see up on its shoulders, you see boom, 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 and they all start shooting at you. Dalton, it says, "All hail the Modrons, all hail the Modrons." It is no, it is an eldritch turret. However, it also rolled fairly poorly. What is your armor class?
My armor class is I used my reaction already, so I can't do anything about it. So my armor class is 19. But there were 3 of me.
2 miss is it's like leading you, and then the third one comes. What is it? What is it that it needs to roll to see if it hits you or not?
It's a scrolling through many spells. Mirror image. It is a D20. If it has to roll 6 or higher to change the. I have to roll 6 or higher to change the attack to a duplicate. So. I do that.
Okay.
So it will hit a duplicate.
And it just destroys it outright, right?
It's if it hits, yeah. So it's
right.
gonna
so
be.
It's like boom, 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 and shatters one of your duplicates. You see Orcus just looks around and is like, "Oh, what are you playing at here, Zoriel? This seems like your kind of foolishness." And she looks over at him and is like, "I would not dignify you with the response of seeing me in action. Mortals, what is your stake in this?"
Do we get a free action just to be like, I heard Orcus called you fat once? It was super weird.
Actually,
I did hear that as well. That has spread through the realms. It's quite offensive.
Can I try an actual persuasion roll?
Yeah.
Talking is a free action, but yes, I will give it to you. I'll give you the persuasion.
Okay.
However, you must act out the persuasion.
Oh, I will. I certainly will. So that is, I've rolled a 27, and I can add guidance to that as well, can't I?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, that'll be a D4. And sorry, a little sluggish.
You're good.
Okay.
It's a lot.
So that takes it up to a 30.
Woo.
Okay. 30 is an impossible task. Okay. So what is it that you say?
I just look over at, I think because she is also lawful, I have the best chance with her. I look over at Zariel and say,
Zariel, Lord, ruler of Avernus, I am puzzled. The lords of the Nine do not often allow themselves to be used as pawns. You stand here across from your mortal enemy in the blood war. Why?
Also, the lighting's terrible.
And the lighting is very bad.
So bad.
Yes.
What would you have me do, mortal?
Strike against chaos, against Orcus.
She looks at you for a second and she goes, "You may be small and weak, but your words are true." And she lunges at him with her longsword, and Zariel gets a natural 20.
Yes! Get it, girl!
And smashes into Orcus, and he's like, "I knew it. I should have killed you when I had the chance." And the two of them immediately go into just throwing with each other. Right,
it's just
there.
like a cartoon cloud with like an arm and a wing and a.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
I'm observing their choreography. I would like to learn how to implement this.
Look back. All right, 2 down, 3 to go.
The odd cat screech there. You all, yes. I believe that is all of. That is not all. No, yes, that is all of them. However, another thing is about to happen.
Of course, it
like
is.
a nice thing, right?
Yeah, nice.
Totally.
I mean,
a nice thing.
First of all, like, what's even the point in that? Like, why even? You know, why
Because
would you
it's
even...
nice to have nice times.
Super happy fun time.
Yeah.
You know. Let's hold on. Let's see here. Let's see.
Just checking in with you guys. How's everybody doing? How looking around, does Kaiserbex notice anybody like really hurting and on the verge?
Everyone looks expressly beat to hell. Like pretty much everybody has taken some fairly significant damage.
Valagar seems to be worse off. I'm fairly sturdy, but I'll never turn down a heel.
I got backstabbed by my ally that really just messed me up.
Okay, said I was sorry. Hold on.
Really?
It's like I couldn't help it. He just made me so mad.
That's okay. I get it.
You all, up in the sky, you hear.
Oh gosh.
And you see the shadow of wings over the clouds. And then a glowing bright light pierces down through the clouds. And it lights everything up in a glowing silver area all around them. And you hear Kizverex, my blessed servant, I shan't let you fight alone.
Oh,
In a glowing platinum dragon of almost incomprehensible size comes flying down and turns straight towards the Colossus and descends upon it. As you see, Baphomet himself, Bahamut, has manifested in this plane and come to your defense.
Allow me to say, please, allow me to say, OMG. Literally OMG.
And it grabs him and is fighting with him, and they
Now
fall to
that
the ground, and you
is lighting.
Yeah, girl.
and we are back around to the top. So it is your turn, Dalton.
I would like to. So, she is fighting whom now? She's on.
As of this exact second, the original two are still engaged with you all.
Yeah.
Freely,
Perfect.
Vreedy, and Calgar are all within melee range of them. Kizverex didn't get within melee range yet, did he?
No.
Of the two of them?
I was spellcasting.
Yeah.
I think it's just me and Dalton.
Yeah. No, Freely got
No, I'm in there.
Oh, Freely,
yeah.
Freely, and
He
Freely.
laid
Sorry,
his
right,
smite on her.
yeah.
No, Vreedy got in there. Yeah.
Yeah, I was only spellcasting and making very persuasive arguments about the
Just
blood
kind of-
work.
We love it
Again-
like a true paladin.
Hey kids, level 30 is an impossible task. So convincing Zariel to eat somebody that she didn't like anyway.
You like
and then she's like, I was gonna kill him later, but why not now? Mhm.
So
Yes,
I am
Dalton.
I'm not permitted to use. I'm just gonna wait on using spells again until the end of this turn. I think I will just attack with my longsword. I can't use them, so I'll use my longsword to attack the one that seems not to be ethereal. Frequently.
Yes, you have the Queen of Shadows, and you also have the Rage of War, which is a super dope name, I gotta tell you.
Heck
Yeah,
yeah.
it is.
He,
Go ahead.
he does, however, have this swirling mass of blades around him to be advised about before you move in.
Then I will get her, I suppose. I rolled a 26 to hit and a 27 to hit, plus the bless. So those are
26 and 20.
28, 29.
Those are both enough to hit her.
Excellent.
Mm-hmm.
And as a bonus action, I would like to hex the larger one.
Mm-hmm. Done.
Thank you. No, I can't smite this time, can I?
I mean, you can. Yeah, you can.
I can't use spells, so
Smite is not
I
a
could
spell.
just do my regular
It-
smite. I can't use my
Yeah.
smiting. Okay, then you know what? I will smite on both of those. So those are 14 and 10 before the smites, and then throwing in my smites, I can do that at third level for both.
All right.
Actually, a third and a fourth.
Third and a fourth. Spice it up.
So the third level is 10. The fourth level is plus 5, so 15 plus 24 plus another 5, 29.
Is that 15 and 29, or that first one is just 29?
29. No, the second one is 29. The first one is 15.
Okay.
On top
Cool.
of the other damage.
Got it. She looks at you, and you just hear whispering, echoing through your mind. Give me a wisdom save.
And this is also
That would be a natural 20. Yeah.
Hey!
So that is a 30.
Again, you hear the voice echoing through your mind, but
That's
you're
a
able
35, actually.
You barely hear the whispering echoing through your mind. As you were able to easily resist what it is that she's done. Hold
I'm
on.
not swayed by the mutterings of mere fools.
Oh,
You shall be destroyed.
Probably not.
Let's see here.
Try that again with a little bit more of an emphatic take.
Ooh.
You all hear Freely is standing there next to all of you, and he just looks around and he goes, I'm sorry. And you all feel a warm wave of healing come off of him that heals you all for as soon as my dice get done rolling. It's my own fault. I use D&D Beyond digital dice, but I have like 9,000 tabs open. So the dice are always like, he gives you all back 26 hit points. And let me see if my lucky boy is going to do anything else here as a bonus action. I don't think he can because he is already hexed and done up all that other stuff. He looks at you, Vreedy, and he's like, you can take him. I know you can. I believe in you. And he gives you a bardic inspiration. A standard bardic inspiration, which is a D10 for him.
Ooh.
Now. Okay.
Thank you.
Yep. And now it is Kaz's turn.
Very well. Kaiser Vex is like, he's just watching his god actually physically incarnate in battle. This is a big deal for him. He's just like, oh yes. And then looking back and realizing, oh yes, the others. He's going to cast Heal at 9th level on Valagar. That means that you get 100 hit points back. Also, any diseases, etc. I don't think you have any. You're probably immune anyway.
He's from the Feywild. We don't know that.
I'm immune to disease. Thank you very much. I don't catch them.
I'm like, we all just went to college. We've done spring break in the Feywild.
Yeah, come on.
Yeah.
We all went to Paladin school.
We're all Paladins here. But yeah,
at the Paladin Academy.
You will get back 100 hit points for that, sir.
Whoa!
I feel like
much better.
Freely hits his heel and doesn't realize you hit your heel, and he turns and looks at you, Valagar, and he goes, "Oh, that worked better than I thought it did. Okay, no, you look fine. Yeah, look at you. Like you're all like, like your stuff's still a little scuffed. I'll help you with that later. But no, you're good. Okay, yeah.
Good job. Nice going, Freely. Nice going.
But he turns around and he's like, "Is that Bahamut?"
Totally. It's totally Bahamut.
Yes, I am. Rob. And after that, was there anything else for Kaz there?
No. Spiritual weapon casting it is not a bonus, is it? I have to.
I don't believe so.
Oh,
no,
Moving it's bonus, casting it is not.
No, then I will not do anything else for this.
All right. It is Vreedy, and then Valgar will be up on deck.
Sweet.
Copy that.
So for my bonus action, I'm going to cast Holy Weapon. We'll get that out of the way. It shines with beautiful, ephemeral, pale moonlight. And we're going to Great Weapon Master attack. I'm not going to attack the lady who, okay, sorry, naming. Which one was which? The Lady
of Shadows?
The Rage of War is the centaur-like one, and the
Yeah.
Queen of Shadows is the
We're
other.
gonna like slide on over to the Rage of War and tap tap like we do. Okay.
Like we do.
Like we do.
Okay.
And is technically a fiend, yes?
Yeah, they're both fiends.
All right, cool. So we get advantage on our attacks. This will
Actually,
be a whole big thing.
everything on the field right now, except for Bahamut and the Construct, are all fiends.
Good to know. Okay. First attack is a 28 to hit.
Ooh, I made a mistake. Yes, I made a big mistake. Yes, the 28 is enough to hit.
Sweet. And the second attack is a natural 20.
Hey!
Yay for advantage.
Is that our 6th Natural
That,
20.
that's 6. It might be 7. Yeah, it's for the kids, y'all.
It's for the kids, D&D Beyond. It's for the kids.
It is for the kids, D&D Beyond. Also,
Okay.
thank you all for tuning in. Thank you all for your very generous donations.
Thank you.
And
Okay,
please
so
keep donating because it's an awesome cause.
yeah, first things first, charisma save of 19 or he's going to get banished like we do.
He also makes it.
What a butt. We don't like it. We don't like to see it. And then I'm just going to, can I just yell a number at you in like a minute? We can move forward in the initiative.
Of course. Are you
Cool.
are you gonna smite on your?
No, because I had a holy weapon, so I'm not going to put a smite on it. So I'm just going to calculate it and then yell a number.
No, you hit him with a natural 20. Like, do you even Paladin?
Oh
Yes.
my God! If you're going to let me, then yes, please.
Yeah,
Okay,
nowhere is it written that is not a thing. Yes, you absolutely can. Yeah.
Yay!
It is not a spell. It is not an action. If you make a melee attack, you can smite off of it.
Dope.
However, no, it is going to happen. You're gonna put a walloping on him. However, all of you, I made a mistake. The thing that he got freely with before actually was also AOE. It was not targeted. All of you make wisdom saves.
Oh, okay.
Your attack will go off. This is this in the order of operations. This happens after you smash the heck out of him.
Sweet.
But everybody make wisdom saves.
And what effect was this against?
It is nothing you all are resistant to. Specifically, it is provoke rage.
Okay.
I'm allowed to use bardic inspiration on my damage. Freely's bardic inspiration on damage. Yeah.
Let me double check real quick.
Your College of Lore, Freely?
Swords.
Then I think you can do.
No. Ability check, attack roll, or saving throw.
Ah, beans. Okay.
Oh, is that
he can use
Valor?
it to on he
Okay,
can use it
Valor.
on his damage. He
And
can't
Valor.
give it to someone else to use. Yeah, Valor can give it.
He went
damage.
to Bard College.
It's true.
He dropped out of Paladin College real quick.
I learned what I needed to know. Okay.
I've got
There's
a
a plus
total of 32 on that save. Do I need to worry about burning some of the bardic inspiration?
Nope, that is enough.
I got a 37 with a natural 20.
Hey.
Another natural 20.
They're about
This
to
is
cut us
unreal.
off, by the way. They're
Yeah,
Thank
they are.
you.
hey, we're the God Squad.
They're
okay?
good.
Fate.
There goes silver and steel.
Those-
I'm
Not
giving away so many
sorry.
bundles.
Those ice dice, those digital ice dice,
They're nice ice dice.
34.
Ooh, man, they're so nice.
Dolan.
I
Dalton,
have
sorry.
a 33.
Okay. With all of the stuff that I did 149 points of damage.
So awesome.
I've never done this much damage before, and I'm actively sweating about it. Thank you for this.
All that Paladin.
I
You
love being
blow
a
a
paladin.
hole. You blow a gigantic hole in its torso. And it just looks down at you for a second and it says, "Your rage makes you powerful." And collapses to the ground.
And I leaned down toward it and said, "You're gonna want to wish that I had just banished you, huh?"
He turns in.
I like her.
It is your turn there, Val.
All right. I am going to use my bonus action to ignite my dreadful strikes, which use my sword with psychic energy. And then I guess as it falls, I nod to Reedy and turn towards the Queen of Shadow. And I turn to her and I am the Knight of the Summer Court, and we vanquish Shadow. And I will attack.
Get her!
Twice with my moon blade.
All right. Also, I'd just like to say for the record, Freely was about to fail that thing again, and I used his Chosen by the Gods, and I rolled exactly what I needed. He gets 2d4. I rolled 2 4s to make him pass that. Otherwise, he was about to smite someone else.
Dang it, Brady!
And I know I'm calm. Just breathe through it. Just okay. All right. Yeah.
Dirty 20 to hit.
That is not enough to hit her.
Yeah, no, fair.
Okay.
Missed on the first one.
Do you have any like bardic inspiration from the chat?
I did, and I rolled it.
Oh,
May I hand one off?
It's okay.
No.
Okay.
I'm all defense. I do not have a very high attack. So that is a 21 to hit.
That is also not enough to hit her.
It's all good.
What the beans?
That is me.
You like, she's like,
You adding the bless?
I am. Yeah, I have a +8 to hit. I am not. All of my bonuses went to my armor class. So
you are a live through it boy.
Yes. I'm very much a, hey, look at me.
You swing, and she steps back and looks at you, and she just leans in very closely to you and just says, "Die," and casts power word kill on you.
No, she doesn't.
Do you counterspell?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
She is going to attempt to counterspell your counterspell. So
well, I'm going to counterspell her goddamn counterspell. We can do this forever.
If you counterspell a counterspell, you get it. So she's like, die. And you see his eyes white, and she's like, no, yes, no.
No.
Just for what's the hit point maximum on that I have to be at to die?
Oh, yeah, no, you're all healed up. No, she couldn't do it to you anyway.
It's all good.
And let me see. No, it wouldn't even work. No, but she's going to do it. Are any of you that are close to her currently under 100? Well, Freely Super is. So I wish she would have done it to him then. Same principle. You guys counterspell, and she tries to counterspell, and you counterspell her counterspell, negating the effect. And he just kind of looks at you like, okay, yeah, good. I guess everything's gonna be all right, right? And you all hear, and in the air overhead, you see another pair of wings flying in.
Does Bahamut have a brother?
Sister.
Are there 5 heads being shadowed down onto the ground?
Mortals, you must know your fight is in vain. Ultimately, you will all die. And when you do, you will serve me. And down through the clouds, you see a red sparkling dragon that is almost the size of Bahamut. And on the back of it, you see a horrific skeletal form of the dreadlicious Sararak with his pointed crown as he comes riding down. You will burn. All of you give me dex saves.
Is this a spell?
It is fire breath.
So not a spell?
Yep. It is not a spell.
I have a special thing about dragons.
Oh, and this is fire breath from the dragon.
Fire breath.
I am immune to fire.
So you just
must be nice.
Square up, huh?
Actually, well, I raised the scale of Bahamut, the relic which I carry, and its divine power shields me from the flames.
And you see, when you hold the scale up, Bahamut, who is like, I've been rolling over here, the Colossus and Bahamut are like smashing each other. Just turn and look at you and give you the like, threw the kid the jersey for the Coke wink, and then boom, still back over here. What did you all get?
27.
30.
27.
Hang on. That is enough because you needed 25. However, you still take 45 points of fire damage.
I do not. I take 0 as I bring up my shield, and I have the shield master feat, so I succeeded on the roll, so I have evasion with my shield as I duck behind it, and the fire goes around me, and I take 0.
Also, the aura of warding. That's for spells. Okay, but I do have resistance to that because of.
Yep, that is not accounting for whatever your mitigation is. However, you do see she is very much caught in it and erupts into flames. And she's just like, curse you, a Sararak. I swear on whatever gods there are, I'll find a way back. And she burns into ashes.
Oh, you hate to
As
see
the
it.
dragon goes flying by, and he just goes, words, I've heard them countless times.
Just a thought, would it be worth just allowing them to deal with their own issues?
Yeah. This feels like they made some bad choices and we're swept up in here. Like we didn't have to be here.
Wait,
Freely looks at you and he's like, yeah, but they're all evil and we are here. And
That's
he just
true.
like it's just like trailing a Sararak with his eyes there. It is now Zariel and Orcus. Zariel and Orcus legit are still just like throwing with each other over there. I'm gonna save that one there. Hold on a second. And hold on. I need my boy out here. Hold on a second. I legit thought somebody was gonna be like, I want a Sararak writing Tiamat, because I super would have done it, chat. But that is not what was requested. Because we all know her brother's stupid and she doesn't like him.
Yo, Kaiser Vex like wanted that rematch. I was into it.
Yeah. Yeah.
Mhm.
That's but that is not the way the dice fell. Hey, let me see here. Sararak. My big old boy, because this is cool. It's fine. It's fine. You guys don't have anything to worry about.
No, this is very chill.
Everything's fine.
It's fine.
Everything's fine.
No, again, pro move on that diplomacy roll, because if the two of them were beating on you guys right now, you'd be in a lot of trouble. However, let me just see what he is going to do as he is flying by. I need Herm.
While that's happening, Valagar will, as flies by Valagar, will turn to the other three and can any of you make us fly? I look down my full plate, not any bit whatsoever.
I do have a ring of swimming, which would have come in very handy if we'd gone to the coast.
Oops.
Oh, okay. Wait a second. Hang on.
I mean, like, I can levitate. I could probably hold you. No, probably not. Huh.
I apologize, everyone. They have all of them have a number of options here. Let's see.
No, you're good. Why didn't I use my channel divinity? No, mistakes were made. Can we get like 3 more hours on this, please? And thank you.
It bees like that sometimes. It do
be that
like
way.
that
No.
sometimes. You see a Sararak looks down at you, Kisverix, and he says, you fear not flames. Perhaps you will fear the ice. And Ray of Frost at you. And a Sararak got a natural 20.
God dang it.
Is Kaiser Vex within 5 feet of me?
I don't think he is, because he never moved into melee range.
No,
you
that
never
was
did,
Catherine.
correct? Yeah,
Okay.
you're on the other side of the pond, as it were. And that is going to be let's see. So many numbers. After this, let me see. After Sararex, the dragon already brew its fire. Zariel and Orcus are fighting each other, and Bahamut is still fighting the Colossus. It will be your turn again, Dalton. I just got to get the damage for the Ray of Frost.
5d6, I think.
Oh, no. Not from him.
Not from him.
Yep. Let's see.
I don't know.
Is it going to be lots and lots, B-Dave? Because I might do something that will prevent you from having to do a bunch of calculating.
I will tell you the number, and I'll still give you the chance to tell me if you want to do something otherwise.
Cool.
Let's see. Where is my boy? I just lost him myself. He's way over here. There's a big old Acerarak. Give a tummy service to Acerarak. Mm-hmm. It's true. I have a number of boys. 30 cold.
30 cold? Yeah, you know what? I just take it.
Mm-hmm. And when he zaps you, you see Bahamut looks up and just roars. Rah! And Bahamut does a thing on behalf of his boy. Ooh. He's like, "You're my friend."
Thank you. Thank you, Lord.
Bahamut. Let's see here. Bahamut roars, and you see as the dragon is flying overhead, Niv Mezit. You see above him like a distortion appears, like, and forces him down to the ground. Like he tries to beat his wings, like, boom, as Bahamut hit him with the reverse gravity.
Yay!
Yep. And it is your time, Dalton, as he sort of like hits the ground and looks around like, with a Acerarak up on his back.
So, of course, Kaiser Vex is going to go, "Thank you, my lord."
He yells in Draconic to anyone who can understand, "Fight gloriously, my child."
You got it.
Excellent.
To the rest of you, it just sounds like
They're just both like blah, 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 to each other, and I don't get it at all.
Yeah. I don't speak vampire. We don't go blah, blah, blah. Yes, Dalton, it is your turn. Yep.
All right. So we have a Acerarak left, and then everyone else seems to be taking care of each other.
You have a Acerarak and Niv Mezit I'm saying it wrong. Yeah, no, Niv Mezit that he is riding, and theoretically, pending who wins these fights, you may still have to deal with them, but they are currently engaged. Because Zariel and Orcus are very evenly matched, as are Bahamut and the Construct.
Excellent.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
I look at Niv Mezit, and one of the eyes on my headband begins to glow, and I send out a finger of death.
All right. What? Oh, I think
it's actually Constitution 16 saving throw.
Okay.
I will begin rolling it just in case.
You know, he's got some chunky con. You know that.
Yeah. It was worth a shot.
Okay. I rolled a 3, but his con bonus is still ridiculous. So that's enough to save. Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. Then that is what I do. And then
when you do, he looks at you and he just goes, "You pathetic Triton, you nymph of the sea and waves, you dare cast against me."
Talk.
And he, just go ahead.
I would like to, as a bonus action, then use where did it go? No, I won't. Never mind.
What is your AC?
My AC, if I pop a shield on, which I would do as a reaction, will be 26.
He literally goes and just spits like a firebolt at you. Which
fire.
Who does that?
Are you immune to fire?
I am resistant to fire.
Right. Even with your shield, it would still hit you. I will tell you to save you the spell slot. He goes, "I think you've offended him. Good. I like it when he's motivated." Let me see, my big old D&D Beyond, and it is my fault that my dice is slow. Also, I do have the mythic dice that are the most extra.
So then when he does that, then I'm going to hellish rebuke.
Yeah. He has to pass the dex save, right? He does pass the dex save. It's 15 before your mitigation, by the way. And ironically, oh yeah. And you see, you don't even have to roll, because when the flames erupt around him, he just goes, that tickles. It is Freely's turn. And you all see Freely is gone. When you turn around, he's not there. And hand to God, I did roll another natural 20.
He still should have taken damage on that finger of death, even if he mitigates it.
Yeah, no, you can roll it. He got the whatever the finger of death damage is. Still give it to me. You guys see Freely's not there. And then a few minutes later, you just hear like, and he tackles the Sararak off of the dragon. That's like full double leg right in the hips and knocks him off the back of this thing down to the ground and sort of lands on top of him. And he goes, yeah, and holds his hand up like he's going to hit him, but he's out of actions and isn't able to hit him yet.
So that was 60 before the mitigation, so he'll hit with 30.
30. Cool. All right. And
you can play at that game.
Kiz, it is your turn. And then it'll be Reedy after that. You'll be on deck.
Cool.
Sorry, who's it?
Your turn, sir.
Kaiservex.
Very well. So Kaiservex, now the Sararak's been tackled off the top of this dragon, yes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
He is down on the ground. The dragon is on the ground, and a Sararak has been knocked off the back of the dragon.
So Kaiservex is basically going to stride forward to get within range, and then he unleashes one of the powers of his artifact, which is the breath of Bahamut. And he really he insults this dragon this red dragon by breathing ice and cold all over him.
Yeah.
So that will be 44 points of damage. He can mitigate that with a, I believe, Constitution save or Dex save. Sorry,
Dex.
Hold on.
I'm like, those are two very different stats.
No, it is. It is. So it'll be worse for me, but he has to make a DC 17 Constitution save or take 44. 22 if he makes it.
You breathe your ice breath out, and you see the dragon looks down at a Sararak with Freely on top of him, like very much about to hit him. And it just brings a wing around and just shields all of them. He did make the save, so you can give me your half damage.
That will be 22 points of damage.
All right. You do notice, although frost is forming on his wings, it is nowhere near as much as you would have expected when you hit him with such an attack. Wait, we got to hold again. Hello, friends. Sorry about that abrupt end there, but we were cursed by hubris and struck down by the one God that we have no control over, the internet. But thank you all for tuning in and making this possible. We raised over $6,000 for Extra Life, which is going to make a big difference in the life of some sick kids out there. So thank you for tuning in and for your generosity. And yes, our paladins escaped my clutches this one time, but a Sararak will remember their outrage and perhaps come seeking revenge. So we might see them again someday. Who knows? But in the meantime, thank you so much, and we'll see you next time. Bye.